Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The ball return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They run with Taylor. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Newton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Taylor, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Newton. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Watch the pass. Check safety, check safety.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Get him, boy.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
20.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kicker's
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. To be done. The throw over the middle, taken in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Throwing here on third down. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On first and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on first and 10. Nice run on second and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really minute two on third down, you're a little off balance.
25 yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's third down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get three, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, You don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now running right through it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They'll run on first down. Taylor. He's going to have the first down past the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seeing the left side where the play was going, where they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you get a chance to rumble.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works free. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
57.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun.
Newton at the throw. Caught here by Griffin. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield. And oftentimes, it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
From the gun, here's Newton. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Ready. Mike 54. 8. Run you over. I'm going to run you over. Show it.
Newton on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 52's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Cam Newton with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Returnable for Grant. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be at the end today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 29, Newton flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Cam Newton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Go sack. 47, check my 47. Lady. He's checking.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
We're going to sack. The mic. You ain't doing nothing today.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Trucks through it.
Oh, man, right through it.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stop that play up.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now Darnold. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Darnold going right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Now a first down throw for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the down?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation in there. The defense won the battle. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw is Darnold. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kid.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, it's Hall. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and 14. Darnold, that's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold now to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Well, they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Newton. Now it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Newton now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Bowman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. He gives it up. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Cam Newton. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover their chance.
It's amazing what one decision.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. To throw is Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the dump-off at second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Darnold completes it. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Darnold. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
What we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Newton now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Ready?